we have a problem here under physics, and this problem is coming from the topic motion under gravity. That's free fall, right? Okay, so the problem is this: in free fall, a body of mass 1 kg drops from a height of 120 meters from rest in 5 seconds. How long will it take another body of mass 2 kg to fall from rest from the same height? Take gravity to be equal to 10 meter per second square. Now, um, this problem is coming from motion under gravity. Now, according to Galileo, a famous physicist, he said that if two objects, doesn't matter their masses, whether the other one is heavier than the other one, it doesn't matter their masses. If two objects are placed at the same height and they are let to fall, both of them will fall with the same speed and arrive on the ground at the same time, provided there is no air resistance or friction, right? So what it simply means is that if you pick up a feather, if you pick up a feather of a, a fowl or a bird, and then you pick up a heavy stone, and then you hold the both of them at a height, and you allow the both of them to fall at the same time, the both of them will touch the ground at the same time, the both of them will reach the ground at the same time, if there is no air resistance, right? But it's a common experience that if you do that experiment, if you conduct this particular experiment, the stone will get to the ground before the feather. The reason for that is because you are doing it in the presence of air. If you should do it in the absence of air, both of them will get to the ground at the same time, right? So you need to get that understanding before you can be able to solve this problem, right? So now this problem is telling us that a said body of mass 1 kg drops from a height of 125 meters from rest and arrived on the ground at 5 seconds, right? So it took that body of mass 1 kg to get to the ground. It took that body of mass 1 kg to get to the ground in 5 seconds. Now, the question is this: what time will it take another body, a different body of mass 2 kg? So this second body is heavier than the other one. This one, the initial one was 1 kg, this one is 2 kg. So how much time will it take a mass of another body 2 kg to, to fall from the same height and get to the ground? Since it took the first one 5 seconds, how long will it take the second one of 2 kg to get to the ground at the same height? Now, like I said initially, two objects of different mass will fall to the ground at the same time, provided there is no air resistance, right? So it doesn't matter the mass of this, the mass of the first body and the second body is not considered, right? The both of them will fall at the same time. So since the first one got to the ground at 5 seconds at a height of 125, the second one will also get to the ground at 5 seconds at the same height of 125. Now let us solve this mathematically to see if we will get the same answer of 5 seconds, right? Now the formula we are going to be using is one of the laws of motion, which is this: S is equal to ut plus half gt squared, right? Where S is the height, right? So let's bring down the quantities given in the equation. So height is equal to 125 meters, right? And um, our gravity is equal to 10 meters per second square, right? Time is what we are actually asked to find, and our initial velocity, since it was at rest initially, so our initial velocity is going to be 0 meter per second, right? Substituting these values into this formula, we'll have that our S, which is 125, equal to U, which is initial velocity, that's 0, times T plus half times 10 meter per second square times T squared, right? So we have that 125 will be equal to 0 times T will be 0. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So this is gone. So we have half times 10, half times 10 T squared, which would give us 125 is equal to 10 T squared over 2. So making a cross multiplying, we have that 125 times 2 will be equal to 10 T squared, right? So I'm going to be making use of this space, right? So making T squared the subject formula, we have that T squared will be equal to 125 times 2 all over 10. So T squared will be equal to 125 times 2 should be 250, should be 250 divided by 10, right? So 250 divided by 10 should give us T squared should be equal to 25, right? So making T the subject formula, we have that T is equal to root 25. Root 25 is equal to 5. So T is equal to 5 seconds, right? And that is the same time it took the first mass of 1 kg, the first body of mass of 1 kg to arrive to the ground. So it took the same time for the second mass of 2 kg to arrive to the on the ground. So it doesn't matter their masses. Their masses is irrelevant, right? Their masses is irrelevant.